right. All right. We're going to try this again. Sorry about that, guys. We will continue to. We will continue until we get it right. Miss Rachel Ann. Message retracted. What the hell you kind of. Anyway, thank you. Let me see. How's my hat? Am I right? Let me get my hat straight. This hat right here is not a trucker, so it kind of folds and stuff. Miss Rachel Ann. Based 10, dude. Based 10 dime. You fucking with me right now. All right, let's go ahead and wait a minute, guys, before I share the links out. Then I don't want to delete this. I'm moving to the trash on Facebook. I deleted on the tweeters. If you haven't followed me on Twitter, follow me. Charlie Green the third at Brother Wolf. BR0. All zeros there. We're at 901 followers. Thank you all. 902 just gained a follower. Thank you. You right there watching. You know who you are that just followed me on Twitter. Thank you. I appreciate that. Like I said, as you all see tonight from the title and the thumbnail, this is not clickbaity. Like I say, we are going to have an introspective live stream tonight. You know, a recent flare up here on Twitter has caused me to kind of um, look back, at my past and look within myself, and analyze kind of, where I was to where I'm at. You know what I mean? And I gotta say, I don't know, like it hit a little different. You know how the haters are always gonna have, the shit that that I put myself through, that I put others through, that I have been put through. First and foremost, when it comes to trying to stir or create any drama, Charlie hate, I guess, as we should say, guys. There's been a recent spurn of activity, and on the Twitter world anyway, as far as Slob Mob is concerned, we thought that Slob Mob was gone, but somehow Popper Isaac has worked his way kind of into my community via Takeback, via Disc God, and here recently it has been Disc God, Floppy, Isaac, Steve, and even sadly, I guess partly our friend Cottywomple, was even kind of was seen in the, in tweet chains, and responses and shit with Isaac, with Steve, and yeah, it kind of hurt a little bit. You know what I mean? Like these are the people who I told you guys months ago we're going to turn was not we're no good. Was just sniffing around to take away any support that I may have. And it turns out I was right. It turns out they took a good one, and it turns out that I was right. And that here we are. Any of my supporters that were with me, Flockavelli, which she was never really a supporter, guys. We got some video we're going to share here with you all. As you all know, Nikki pretty much just inserted herself into my life just to pretty much get herself involved in the YouTube world, in the YouTube game. She had no way of entering that. And she saw Angry Grandpa's community, and she saw my struggle as that opportunity, and she took it. And we're going to share that with you all in a little bit too. And if you all remember at the beginning of all that, back in July, August, after I got out of rehab, while I was gone for into rehab, Nikki was messing around with some country rapper, little skinny white boy country rapper that got his ass handed to him. He started to rap Fatty, and then pretty much Michael stepped in and crushed him, and the guy faded into non-existence. And I'm pretty sure that that's who the fuck Fake Back is right now. So if anybody does anybody remember that? I don't remember too much of the guy because it was right after rehab, right after I got out of rehab. Nikki was like, "Hey, look at this guy. He can rap a little bit, And I listened and kind of had a little flow, yada yada about him. But it never really gained any traction because he disappeared. He vanished really fast, and it's pretty much taking on the same MO as we have seen from Disc God. You know, he came in, took some punches, threw some punches, and then was gone, was ghost. We're going to get into that. So let's see here. It seems like the camera is anchored down right now. 172 people watching. Thank you all so much for joining. Miss Rachel Lynn, Corey Phillips. What's up, Corey? Dago Dad and the kid. Corey Phillips says she's been with so many men, it's untelling. Dude, I got to tell you, man, I'm pretty sure I got an AIDS test after I left that house, dude. Because I remember there was one night, dude, that her and her hubby got into an argument, dude, and he called out like 6 people in the past year. What about Ray? What about Donnie? What about Billy? Johnny? It was like the whole Brady bunch. It was like they're calling out, the writing staff to the office, and Billy Mize and Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter. Even Jimmy Carter got a slice. If I got a slice at my position and where I was at in life, guys, we're going to get into it, though. We are definitely going to get into it, man. And yeah, let's go ahead and share it. I'm going to try and take this, I'm taking this as seriously as I can. I'm not going to try. I am taking this, seriously, man. Because as we all know, got a donation. Thank you so much. As we all know, I don't take any pride. Penny wants to come in. I don't take any pride in, my past actions and the shit that I've done. I've apologized for it numerous times to you all, and to those that I have crossed. But sometimes it just doesn't seem good. Are you letting Penny in? Yeah. All right. Evester, thank you so much. Says, hey, Charlie, love you and Erica. Keep your head up and keep defending your truth always. It's sad now Michael's putting Bridget on OnlyFans. Since now they're losing people. LOL. It's sad, really. That's probably just some kind of damn prank that they're doing. I believe it whenever I see, oh my God, the pictures, and I don't think that I'll ever believe it. Man, what? Whatever. If that's what it takes to pay the bills, little brother, more power to you. I'm all for female empowerment. I'm honestly not against an OnlyFans. Sex workers, would you consider OnlyFans OF? Would you consider OF to be sex work? Would you consider them to be sex workers or whatnot? They have what guys want, and guys are willing to pay for it. So even chicks with curves and stuff. So, anyways, let me promote my Twitter one more time again. Got 904 followers. Gained 2 followers in the last 10 seconds or so. That's pretty cool. Thank you so much. Follow me. BR0THERW0LF. Make sure I shared this on my fake book. Oh God, look at that picture, man. Guys, this thumbnail, dude. Oh man, look at that right there. That guy right there is a mess, dude. I really wish that I'd have listened to a lot of you guys, man. I remember there was times where I was sitting there going on my tyrant, and tirade, I guess you could say, more like it, and thinking I was scaring people, thinking I was shocking people and shit, and I kind of was a little bit, and I was like, oh yeah, they ain't seen no shit like that, but you all were like, there's a lot of you that were telling me, I'd see it in the comments like, Charlie, just cut off the damn camera, just go to sleep, Charlie, stop it. And for some reason, I just felt like, I don't know, it just that boosted me up even further. I was like, nuh-uh, I'm gonna do it. Soul Taker says, we tried so hard to cool you down, you were nuts. LOL. How else can you honestly describe it? I legitimately had police officers come and pick me up. Police officers and an ambulance come pick me up. We'll get into the story, and take me to the hospital the night after I had my meltdown on where was it? Yeah, I forget where it was. The Red Roof Inn. Y'all remember? Everyone knew the hell where I was at because I accidentally sipped from a fucking Fuddruckers cup, and people knew exactly where I was at. I wasn't helping my situation at all. Neither was the alcohol and the drugs. Dago, what is up, brother? Says none of that matters, bro. That was a lifetime ago. You're a whole different person now. Well, like honestly, man, like think about it, bro. Like I'm coming up on the 5-year anniversary of it, dude. You know? And for a long time, man, like I kind of knew a lot of what I said and a lot of what I did, and I was just so ashamed of it. I didn't want to look at it. I didn't want to watch. I didn't want to hear. I just wanted to let you all know how I wanted to convey how apologetic I felt inside, and maybe also like the confusion and the anger and the frustration and even the rage that was flowing through me at the time, and even at times now still I can catch it, stirring me up, like I did, yesterday and the day before. It's been like 2 days now where Nikki and Take Back and Steve and Isaac are all kind of talking about Charlie, 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 Charlie. And it's all the past. It's all about, you know, that damn video that Nikki gave to Isaac, which then they uploaded. Now, well, you know what? I don't want to sit here and try to shift any blame off of what happened. You know what I mean? Um, I want to be able to face this full front, head on, nose to nose. You know what I mean? Like sumo wrestlers or some shit. And I want to, I mean, I've already confronted, myself with the demons and once before. And like I said, me and Isaac, we've done squash this, once already. After Dad would passed away in 2017, Isaac would come out. It's over. It's squashed. It's done. Grandpa wouldn't want this. Yada yada. And I was like, thank God. It's over. I don't have to worry about that, excruciatingly embarrassing shit anymore. And I was still only just months away from that meltdown, which would have happened back in what, August, right? And then Dad passed away in December. So September, October, November, only 4 months after it went down. Slime too. Yeah, says Nikki was hyping you up in that video. Well, we're gonna listen. She definitely didn't say, "Oh fuck, hold up, Charlie. Don't you may not want to send this to anybody." Matter of fact, she it was all planned and staged for a fucking reason. It was done on purpose. Linda Pedard, thank you so much. Says, "Love you, Charlie. We love you." I love you back, Linda. Thank you so much. I saw your tweet earlier. You says, "Charlie, where is Charlie? Where are you at?" Well, I was just kind of in the living room hanging out with Erica watching Bailey Sarian. Any of you females familiar with a Bailey Sarian? She's kind of a dark storyteller. She does her makeup, and she also like tells like murder mystery stories and shit like that. And I was in there watching that with Erica. Spending a little time with my lady before I went live. So because I knew that I feel like this was going to be a little emotionally draining for me, so I wanted to try to spend a little time with my doggy and with my lady, people I love, and just think about it. Hey, look, Road to Nowhere, abandoned tunnels history connects to underwater ghost town, which also holds the key to or not the key, but definitely a legend to Spearfinger. I want to go check out one day. How you like that? It's pretty, huh? It's the Road to Nowhere out there in Tryon or Bryson City. I catch myself just kind of fucking zooming on Google. Look, like, let's see, the 7 best burgers of Burger King. What do we have here? Somebody's gonna give us the best burgers of after your senior discount. The hamburger. That's probably my number one favorite, guys. I got to tell you, just give me the small little hamburger. No, go back. I don't need a bacon king. That's just too much meat, too much animal. Got the double stacker, man. It's just I don't know. Less meat the better for me, guys. I need to quit looking at damn. Ooh, the steakhouse king. That motherfucker looks good. You see, I put my finger in my mouth, absent-mindedly. Steakhouse right. That's what I do sometimes, man. Like I don't indulge in it, but I definitely feed my eyes, guys. Like that's what you got to do sometimes, man. You can't actually go for it. Oh my god, I didn't want to see this shit. All right, guys, take a look. Ah! Do not break your computer screen. This is that motherfucker creepy, dude. Oh my God. Snake season to begin soon in North Carolina. Mr. No Shoulders over here. He's got a pretty pink sweater on. Take a look. I almost stepped on one last year. The warmer weather in North Carolina means you may run into more snakes. Snakes are more active during warmer months, usually May to September. On colder days, they'll seek sunlight to warm up, and on hot days, they'll seek shade to stay cool. As a matter of fact, we saw a black snake crossing the road today on the way home from work. Erica saw it kind of in the middle of the road crossing the white line, and then by the time I saw it, I was looking in my rear view and saw it kind of going into the grass. The snake going back into the grass, it almost felt symbolic to me, guys. I got to tell you, the past couple of days, I've been kind of reaching out and praying and looking for answers and looking to the sky and talking to the Lord and questioning a higher power and who, what, where, when, why, and how. And oh, what the fuck kind of snake is this? Holy shit. That fucker is raunchy. Look at that. I don't know if I can get a good zoom in for you guys. But this fucker's got a black tail. Yeah, look at that. Yeah! I just felt it bite me. 6 of North Carolina's 38 native snake species are venomous. 10 are listed as endangered or threatened. Meaning if that motherfucker bites you, you can't even smack it off. You gotta be like, ah, now I'm endangered. So, anyways, copperheads have a very unique pattern to their back. Some say hourglass, but I see more of a diamond pattern myself. Pumpkin patch, pumpkin patch, pumpkin patch, pumpkin patch. Much love. Thanks for the 5 bomb right there. I appreciate that. Appreciate the love and support as always. And yeah, pray for me during copperhead season right now. Dago Dad said that's a black-tailed python. I don't know about that, boss man. Dago and Rachel, we've actually got a video that's coming out probably in a couple of days. We got 2 more videos in the bank for you all right now, maybe 3. Last weekend we went to go try and find a waterfall and we got lost, but we were listening to Dago and Rachel on Dago Dad's live stream, and we got you guys in the vlog. we were listening to you guys while we're vlogging, riding down the road, and I give you guys a shout out. Thanks for all the love and support. I know it's been a little tough on a lot of you all, on some of my supporters on Twitter here lately too, as the this recent twist, this recent turn, this recent revelation, of who's who, in my group, has come to light. You know how Isaac and Fatty, they're both the same people. You know how Isaac and Steve and even Floppy, you know how the trolls are, they'll constantly try to sit there and push it and push it and push it all day and night. I can go ahead and show you guys right now where how many of you guys remember the troll Kimmy K? Like she's actually like been responding back and forth on a tweet thread for like the past 2 days. This motherfucker has not died. But to give, my supporters credit, man, a couple of them have been fighting back. Guys, all I got to say is, let them say what they've got to say. All they really feed on is the attention. I mean, we're talking about Steve Billings, Kimmy K, Isaac, like these three alone sit at their houses and do absolutely nothing all day. They have zero interaction with the outside world. They are super pissed with where their life is. They really believe that they deserve to be somewhere else in life than they are. And they lash out on the computer, at everyone else, to anybody. This is their life. This is their reality. And I for one got to say, man, I hope that I'm not doing that sort of thing, when I'm in my 50s and when I in my 60s, honestly. Not that I, ever will, honestly, because I am of a different my situation is different to theirs, you know what I'm saying? I have been thrust into the YouTube world, honestly, as opposed to these two that cling on to anybody that, relevant, you know, on YouTube. How many times have we seen Steve go after Ice Poseidon? We love you, Ice! Oh, Ice, baby! And it was weird. And I'm like, who the fuck is Ice Poseidon? Not sure who this guy is, but okay. Like I don't have a problem. Like I don't try to pick on people for who they follow, who they like. Unless you're following Isaac or something like that, then I'm like, you know, it's kind of like the Nazis. You know, yeah, you judge them a little bit. Like, come on, man, you really following Hitler, bro. So, anyways, so let's see here. It looks like even Michael got involved in the tweets trying to get some of my supporters um to either join the dark side or just give up altogether. Where's it at? Okay, so I'm hoping that I can find this one video. Hey Floppy, I know you're watching. Why don't you send me the video of me saying that I'm gonna shit on my dad's grave? I'm surfing Floppy's Twitter right now to find these videos real quick. We're finally going to have a reaction video, huh, guys? It's been a long time coming, has it not? 236 people watching. Thank you all. And thank you all that are watching at a later time. Like I say, past couple of days, the sins of my past have been, dredged back up. And it has forced me to kind of self-reflect. Thomas D127, thank you so much, brother. Says guest slob constantly digging up past events shows how bitter and angry they are towards your success at living a good life. Stay strong and sober. Well, I definitely agree with you there, man. You know what I mean? Uh like I don't know. I sat me how I am with turning negatives into positives, honestly. And I was looking at, I kind of looked at these videos and stuff, and the testimony, the narrative that they constantly try to beat in, of my past, and I compared that to where I am right now, where I have been like the past, I won't say 2 years because I've only been sober almost two now. June 5th will be my 2-year anniversary of being sober, and I feel like even in that first year of sobriety, and even now, I still have a certain amount of rage, a certain amount of anger, that I have inherited, rightfully so. I mean, I am my father's son. I've inherited those mean green genes. and every day, is kind of a it's a struggle for me to keep my cool, and stay positive. But you see, I do. I try my best, and that's more than I can say for my past, and uh, you know, just constantly making mistakes and making excuses for it, And I got to tell you, it, there's a lot of growing, a lot of knowing, and a lot of growing that can come out of your mistakes in your past and embarrassing situations and that you've experienced in your life. If you're willing to open up and you're willing to look at them and you're willing to address them honestly and not being fake whatsoever about it. Dago Dad and the Kid, thank you so much. I appreciate it. We're always gonna have your back, brother. Wolfpack strong. Well, I definitely know that, bro. Like if because if you still got my back now after all that shit, you know what I mean? Then the worst is behind me. The worst is absolutely behind me. That's why whenever I saw them actually come out with this, and they were like, trying to push this narrative once again. You know what I mean? I was like, how far do they expect this to take them? It doesn't, it didn't take them but so far the last time, and then the time before that, but so far, like it's one of those things where it's like a battery or something. The more you use it, the less power it has, you know. And I really feel like also, guys, and watching this video and having this reaction video with you all live, um being open and honest about it all, I feel like I can take the power back. I can take the power from this video, and own it, as opposed to, kind of just shying away in embarrassment and not wanting to see it. Not, even though I've already, heard it and seen it, I've lived it, but we've never, we haven't lived it together. You know what I mean? And Tommy R says Nikki loves the drama. Well, obviously, like I say, it's really telling, for for us to get into our disagreement like we did, and for how quickly she and Take Back were to roll over to the slob mob side. You know what I mean? I give a damn. We're not playing nice, nice. We're just giving them a blah, 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 fucking blah. You turn right around and fucking join them. And then post videos of me and my past, you know? Bullshit, I'm saying, that Nikki fucking filmed at her house. I mean, I filmed it, but it's on her fucking phone. She sent all this shit to Isaac, who then uploaded it. Which I say but once again, like I say, takes, doesn't take anything away from, the actions that I myself chose to make. So anyways, let's go ahead and watch this shit, guys. There's a minute and 13 seconds worth of video that was filmed in Nikki's, or let's not call her Nikki, in Floppy's living room while her husband was at work or something or another. And guys, I was messed up out of my head. Look at this, guys. Like, how can you not look like this and be, kind of messed up out of your noodle? Fried straight out your fucking tater. And I was sneaking out and I was going to get alcohol and shit. And also getting pills from one of Nikki's friends that was supposedly, it was ecstasy. But I never really knew the case. I had another friend that told me, "Oh man, that's fake stuff," because I was getting them for like $4 and $5 a pill. Honestly, supposedly this guy, no, Floppy said that this guy was sitting on them for, I guess, apparently a while, and he did, once we started buying them, so the prices went down, and once we bought them all up and we were out, that was it. There was no more, guys. But I swear, I mean, it made me feel real good and real hypered up and shit. It had stamps and different characters and shit on them and whatnot. And I was zoomed out. Like I don't know how many of y'all remember back when I was damn. I actually went on Facebook Live and walked up to the grocery store at the front of West Ashley, or the apartment complex on in West Ashley. I forget whatever the main Savannah fucking highway. Live streaming. Who wants to fucking fight? Blah blah blah. Oh my god, it was the fucking absolute worst. Ooh damn! I swear that wasn't a fart, guys. Mm-hmm. But I was making all the wrong moves, you know what I'm saying? All the wrong decisions. And then, mind you, this was fresh out of rehab, guys. Fresh out of rehab. Like I say, Floppy would come into my life while I was staying in the hotel room, while I was looking for somewhere to go, while I was calling up different rehabilitation centers or whatever, excuse me, or whatever. Floppy would actually contact me via Facebook. I guess we were friends on Facebook, and I just, we never talked before or whatnot. And she told me that she had a place that she could help me get into, And at the time, I was so desperate for a change and an escape, guys. Like it was brutal. You know what I mean? I was getting shot at, taking shots on all sides, man. Freaking Keemstar and all his people, freaking Michael and his people, Fatty had just been born. All of Angry Grandpa Nation was completely pissed off with me, and I mean, rightfully so. Like, and I had nowhere to go. I had no refuge, man. Like, there was no getting on social media to escape. You know what I mean? The real world, like it was, my real world and my social media was completely fucked, and my personal life and everything. It was just all upside down. So I was looking for a place to go find myself, and that's where Floppy actually came in, guys. And I thought that saying she actually had my side, and got me into therapy, got me into rehab, and pretty much kind of stirred up the fucking shit pot the whole time that I was in rehab. Who remembers that Floppy tried to be my the voice for Charlie? Like none of you had ever even fucking heard of this girl a day in your fucking life. And next thing you know, you got her stepping up, speaking for Charlie. When the last thing I needed, honestly, was social media. Last thing I needed was that presence, that person speaking out. I needed a bit of privacy in my life, honestly. And I wasn't getting that. Not even while I was in rehab. I mean, how many of you guys remember when it went down and then she was there to tell you on, you're like, who, huh? You know, she specifically put herself in that position. And then when and it wasn't to help me out at all, guys. Not at all, because if that were the case, then once I left rehab, she would have helped me get into a more loving environment than what she did. She pretty much just stuck me on her couch and damn made videos about me and damn tried to, elicit a sexual relationship between me and her until finally I did. I said, "Damn, I got to fuck for a place to stay." What is that? I was hobosexual, and it was very awkward. And then once she's things, once a few different things happened. For one, guys, I completely went off the rails. I started experimenting in a drug that I had never tried before in my life. I had never messed around with ecstasy before 2017, and I can't say that I've ever messed with it since. That brief period in time was my experience. You know, it was a good month and a half there. And I mean, but it really just had me spun the hell out, guys. Like, I mean, I sit back and I look at it now and I'm like, Charlie, how did you not see yourself making all these mistakes? You know, but I feel like there was just too much pride inside me. There was too much want, too much urge that, for me to want to be, I guess, a YouTube star. Not even that, honestly, guys. Now, as I say that, I realize that is wrong. Um, the fight for honesty, for truth, that I didn't do all this shit that I was being accused of, dude. Like, that made me madder than anything. Like, and that, was what really kind of helped spurn on, the alcoholism, the drug use, Like, there was nothing easy in my life whatsoever. Junior and Amy, thank you so much. Much love to you. Christopher J says, my mate loves you, David James. I love David James too, brother. David James has been having my back on Twitter the past couple of days. Honestly, man, just like, hey, I appreciate it. I love it, guys. If you want to continue to stir Mrs. Crabtree's pot a little bit, go for it. She drives a bus. She's a fucking bus driver. If you want to use that against her. That's why I call her Miss Crabtree. So what says, Mike is coming, Charlie, get the bear spray. Mike is not coming. Isn't that embarrassing by now? How long ago did Michael say that he was coming over? And he didn't. And he still got all of his followers worked up in a tizzy. Michael coming! I think he's gonna show up one day. That's got to be embarrassing. So, anyways, I can't talk too much about embarrassing because I'm about to watch something, probably the most embarrassing thing that, some of the most embarrassing shit that I've ever experienced, that I've ever put myself through. Vice Guy says, at least you admit your failings, Charlie. Piggy, Isaac, and Isaac will never do the same. And that's one good thing too that I appreciate. Whenever Steve, actually, old Strangler Steve, tried to share this same video and tag me in it yesterday. Like, Steve was looking to start a war with me. He was trying to get me to maybe talk some shit. Maybe, I don't know. He was looking for a focal point. He was looking for my attention yesterday, and he got it for about 20 minutes. I gave it to him, and and I don't know, I was just watching. I just kind of watched it. And I'm like, shit. I mean, like, how do I combat this? How do I judo flip this? How do I take this and not twist it, but I use it, to my advantage, And I feel like the honesty and openness is the best way, is the best answer, instead of saying, yeah, I did do that, but nah, we'll stop and we're gonna take some time. We're gonna take a time out, a moment to inspect my own shit for a little bit. You know what I mean? You see so many people that everyone on YouTube and shit, they've always got their flashlights on somebody else's pile of shit. They're always damn up somebody else's rectum. They're always pointing out to somebody else's shit. Charlie, thank you so much. Christopher J says, my mate David James says, kill them all and take no names. It'll be a green burial, bro. We won't even use any caskets. Oh, dig a hole and drop them. Christopher J, thank you, sir. Says, kill it. Yeah, I don't know. Trying my best on a daily basis, man. Honestly, dude. And I feel like facing this and sharing with you all and letting you all, I don't know, expressing how I feel in real time, will perhaps, kind of help you all understand, what I'm going through, and, where I was then versus where I am now. And have a look. Here's one thing. That hairline is something serious, ain't it? Look at that hairline, bro. It looks like a fucking welcome mat up there. Looks like Homer Simpson stuck his head in a finger in an electric socket. There's not much there, but what is has been frazzled, dude. Look, I'm so fucking fried. My hair is fucking standing straight up. Damn, guys. So I went ahead and I got myself the Bulldog Gold Pro. I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with the Pit Bull right there. It's a hand shaver, man, that gets down to the damn scalp, down to the skin, and I think it makes me look good. Miss Amy in the house, much love to you. Strike first, strike hard, JT Sanchez. Guys, as you can tell, man, I'm kind of stalling here. How long we been live? 40 minutes. I'm kind of stalling here a little bit. I've got to watch this though. This ain't the video. Actually, let's see here. I want to see the actual video. Charlie Chill threats. Now, how about this shit, man? It's so sad, like crazy, guys. Like, here's a few in here. Where is the one? Hey, look, Tuna's live right now with 27 people watching. Ain't that something? Where is the video? Okay. I'm trying to find this video still, guys. Just bear with me a moment. Make sure I'm not missing anybody here. Dago says you don't have to do it. I want to do it, Dago. I want to do this. I know I don't have to do it, buddy. I don't have to do a damn thing I don't want to. I've sat back and I've thought about this and I want to do this. Brother, I love you, but stop saying that, man. I know I'm not, nobody's making me do a damn thing. This is something that I want to do. I feel like that I will grow from this. Like I say, so many people are out there fucking inspecting everybody else's shit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody has the balls to stand up and fucking throw them on the table and be like, yo, here's me. Nobody will just go through their own shit. You know what I'm saying? How many people do you know that'll stand up, throw their balls on the table and fucking smash them with a hammer? Or at least pose that threat to have your balls smashed with a hammer, you know, just for being truthful and honest and open. Tired of so many people out here, you know what I mean, that hide, cowards, you know, that run from their past and shit. They got to make up lies and excuses, and they got to pawn their own shit off onto other people, you know, and affect good, honest people out there, good, honest folk out there in the world. You know what I'm saying? Just because they can't keep their own shit together. You know what I'm saying? And show you guys that I can do this shit. You know what I'm saying? That there is no ego. How Michael and how Fatty and them trying to say, Charlie, this egoist, you know, the ones that they have yet to prove apologize for a damn thing that they've done. We ain't done nothing wrong. They're a bunch of didn't do nothings. Once again, here I am about to display an extreme amount of bravery and courage with you all by watching this with you all and dissecting it and not running from it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and this isn't the first time that I've opened up about this and talked about it and admitted it and apologized and shit. So, I mean, it's not like it's anything new that either they or me have brought to the table. Thomas D127, thank you so much, says behind every great wolf is a devoted pack who will follow him to the end. Despite everything that's happened, the wolf pack lives on. Well, damn right. Well, don't you know that the wolf pack, that we were created, that we are bred from chaos and destruction and sadness and unity. You know, it was in those weeks after Dad passed and I was staying at the hotel and I slipped again. You know, And it was once again that twist. It was that switch. We're all Charlie fucked up again. We're a good bit of people. We're like, damn it, Charlie, I'm backing up again. That the Wolfpack was actually born. Where the lot of you were like, you know what? We still love you. We still support you. How many? Who remembers whenever I told you I was like, I told you all. I said if I get drunk again, if I relapse, I'm gonna stop doing YouTube. And I felt like I was telling the truth. I mean, I told you all. I'm like, bro, like if that's it, if I can't do it, then I shouldn't. I don't deserve you all. Who remembers that? And I relapsed anyway. Not even a week after I made that promise, I freaking relapsed. Like, and you all were still here. My Wolfpack, you were like, nah, we knew you weren't gonna leave. This is what you do, Charlie. That's like the haters and troll. Isaac likes to talk about how all I do is talk about Michael and him, and that's not true. Like you all know us from vlogging. We still go out and vlog. We go out and do things. We share the world with you all. When have you ever seen a vlog from Isaac? I think I saw one time where he recorded them vacuuming out his shitty ass filthy van at some damn dirty car wash. Probably, I don't even think it was a car wash. I think it was like a vacuum cleaner at the road on the side of a gas station or something. Like this fucker doesn't vlog. He is drama. He was born of drama and he will die of drama. Christopher Cunningham says Mike does not even attempt to overcome his food addiction, so he has no room to talk about yours. I've overcome quite a good amount of addiction here lately, guys. Like, check it out. This is day 4, day 5. This is day 4 or day 5 of no cigarettes, guys. All I've been doing is vaping. Oh. Ooh. And I was afraid that I wasn't going to be able to go to sleep. But here I am. 275 people watching. I wish we had a little more watching for this right now. But you all will come in later and watch it. I don't I don't expect too many people will not be interested in this. So anyways, guys, let's go ahead and jump right to it. 274 people watching. I can't seem to find the actual video of me I don't know what the hell it is. I can't find the actual video of when I talk shit, of when I said this about Isaac's wife and kids, who once again I apologize profusely for. Christopher J, thank you so much. Damn it. Keep on trucking, Charlie. Absolutely, man. Like, this is hard, but I'm pushing through it, man. Each and every day, man. Like, taking negatives and turning them into positives, which is not so much negative here lately. Country Girl, thank you so much. Says, got my own apartment now. Yay! Round of applause to Country Girl. That's so wonderful. Let me fix my hat. I'm a stickler. That's so awesome, man. There's nothing like having your own place, your own pad, your own set of responsibilities and rules. If you want to go in there and crank that AC up to damn or down, I should say, you can. And you feel proud. You feel more of a sense of pride. You know what I mean? No. It looks like Floppy deleted that video. Don't tell me you deleted that video. I'll go over to let's see here. How about that? I guess I could take that for a win. Let's see here. All right, so we'll bounce off of her, which I've already done that. Oops, sorry, Dylan. Bounce off of her. And we'll go to Steve's. All right, Steve's got the actual video. Strangler, Steve the Strangler has the actual video. Thank you, Steve. So let's go ahead and watch it. Yeah, $50 donation from our friend David, my friend David Fields. Apparently, his friend is in here watching and showing some love, man. I appreciate it, man. Like, oh, I almost feel like a whore right now, man. I almost feel like, I'm opening up my heart and soul. I'm like, here, guys, here's the, take a look, throw some money at me. Pray for me. Anyways, but honestly, guys, like, this isn't about money. This isn't about attention and shit. This is honestly, guys, this is like therapy for me right now. This is what do we call that? What, remember that old back in the day? We called this group therapy. Group therapy time, guys. How many of y'all missed that group therapy that we used to have together, man? That's kind of what this is right now. I'm sharing with you all. And I'm opening up to you all. And I'm hoping that, watching this video and showing you all how I was, compared to how I am, maybe, you guys will be able to see a direct, stark contrast, between the two characters, between Charlie Chill and Charlie Green, And I hate that I ruined the name Charlie Chill because it was such a good name. You're right, Slime. It was such a good name. I had such a good thing going, man. Writing chill. All I do is write chill on my shirt. Chill. And there was my merch. But hey, I fucked it up, guys. Once again, like I say, I won't first and foremost, I won't pawn my mistakes off on anybody else. Firstly and solely, I myself will uh, uh, own these mistakes and admit them, and show remorse the best I can while trying to um, grow from those negatives. So, anyways, without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and watch this. Country. Oh, it's Kristen. Kristen, by the way, thanks for the support. Message me later for more details or Erica can. There's gold at the end of the rainbow. Yeah, I know that's right, man. Like, and what it's not always what glitters, neither, man. My soul is being cleansed, and that means a lot to me. Damn it, Christopher J. Holy shit. You're doing well, brother. Thank you so much, man. I gotta say, man, it means it means a lot to hear from you guys like that, and for you all to oh God, for you all to still have my back, even in times like like this, when the haters and trolls try to bring up a certain thing of your past that is not defendable. Like it's you guys are still here for me. You understood that what I did was a mistake, that I feel bad, and you guys know where my heart is, and that means like more than anything, guys. You know what I mean? To know that you all can, if you don't know, then you can feel where I'm coming from and where I'm resting at in my heart and in my mind. That means the most. All right, so let's watch this video. Now it's 42 seconds long, and but it's actual moving video. So let's have a look here.
I might fucking lose, but you ain't gonna fucking see me back down, boy. You ain't gonna sit there and have me fucking cower away like your fucking retarded ass wife. Shots fired. Only fucking shots fired was in fucking damn.
Hold on. All right, so just starting off from the rip, man, and you can just, oh man, you can tell straight up, man, that the delivery, that my approach is just all wrong. How I'm sitting there pantomiming the fighting shit, like And you see how I'm trying to stare intently into the camera. Balance Medway says you got to laugh or you will cry. Sometimes, man, laugh until you cry. And I got to tell you what I did, guys, man, at Flop's house, guys. I remember I cried. Um, it was right after court, and Michael and Bridget didn't show up. Charges were dismissed, everything was dropped, forgotten about, and I knew I wasn't getting drug tested. So first thing I did was I went back to her house and I smoked a little bit of bud. Oh, I said that so redneck. Smoked a little bit of reefer, wacky backy. The kind my grandpa used to grow out back. No, but yeah. So I got some bud and I blazed up, and I blazed up with Nikki and her hubby, and they left. They had somewhere that they had to go, and so I just kind of sat back on the couch, and I was really high, dude. And I'll never forget. It was like Signs or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, like I just started. I watched the video of the fight between me and Isaac. And and like I said, it was the first time of me being baked in like over a month and a half. You know what I mean? So I was very introspective. I was awkward, and watching the video, I was like, I felt shame. You know what I mean? I felt embarrassed. You know, like where I was to where I am right now. And what I allowed myself, the extent to which I allowed myself to go. And it was just embarrassing, man. And then I remember I started crying, and there was some kind of song on or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but I remember I looked to my left, you know what I mean, and something in the song said, look, stay right or whatever. So I'm sitting here thinking all kinds, like I'm trying to look for signs and stuff, and I looked to my right, and there was some kind of Breaking Bad DVD case or whatever, a season of Breaking Bad on the DVD shelf, and I saw it, and it said something about stay straight or something about being straight, and then so I just looked straight ahead, and I just started. It was awful, guys, and I don't know. It was just like it was super embarrassing. I wanted nothing more than all of it just to end, and it was not ending. Every day there was something new, and to the point where Nikki was actually working with Isaac, kind of like how she is now again. She probably was the whole time. Even here recently, as of recently, whenever she came back over to our side, to talk shit or whatever, she was probably hoping that I would give her some kind of information and shit, and that didn't happen. But here she is. Ooh, shots fired. Anyways, so let's see.
I might fucking lose.
Yeah.
I might fucking lose, but you ain't gonna fucking see me back down, boy. You ain't gonna sit there but
Look at that.
and have me fucking
Oh
cower
my
away like your
God.
fucking retarded ass wife. Shots fired.
Shots
Only
fired.
fucking shots fired was them fucking damn should have been blanks in her fucking pussy that produced those fucking bastard children. Holy shit. These little motherfuckers that ain't gonna amount to shit. You kids are fucking assholes, little shits. Yeah, Isaac, I'm gonna beat your fucking ass. You ain't gonna fucking bring your ass down. I will rape your fucking wife and kids. I'll rape your wife and kids. I will fucking rape your wife. I might fucking lose.
And as you see,
I might fucking lose.
damn, I just keep going and going.
Boy. You ain't gonna sit there but and have me fucking cower away like your fucking retarded ass wife. Shots fired. Only fucking shots fired was them fucking damn should have been blanks in her fucking pussy that produced those fucking bastard children. Holy shit. These little motherfuckers that ain't gonna amount to shit. You kids are fucking assholes, little shits. Yeah, Isaac, I'm gonna beat your fucking ass. You ain't gonna fucking bring your ass down.
Look at
I will
that.
rape your fucking wife and kids. I'll rape your wife and kids. I will fucking rape your wife. I might fucking lose.
Damn. Whoo! Man, it makes me feel dirty, man. It's just fucking You know, it's like I mean, it's not a proud moment at all, man. Like what did I honestly think was gonna come out of that right there? Like I look at it, you know what I mean, and I know that I know what I was aiming for. You know what I mean? I was I was trying to piss him off. I was trying everything I could to hurt him, to make him feel, you know, the hurt and the pain, you know what I mean, that I was feeling, dude, and I was going through a lot at the time. Like, let's see if the video about me saying I'm gonna shit on dad's grave. Um, I think Floppy deleted it, but I mean, I was going through a lot of pain, man, at the time. You know, I mean, the whole world was turned against me. You know, there was so much just bullshit, you know, that was being flung my way. So many accusations that people were just that it almost seemed like 99% of the of grandpa's community was just buying at face value, you know, and I was frustrated and I was angry and I was at my ropes end, man. I'm like, I don't know honestly what else to do, you know. Floppy, I know you're watching. Please send me the video of me saying I'm gonna shit on my dad's grave. I want to share that one. And I mean, as you all know, like Fatty, Isaac tries to um paint this as you know, Charlie was for real, he was serious, he was, you know, he wants to, he's pedophile, blah 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 blah. You know, when we know that that's not the case, when we know that it was all, you know, said to heat him the fuck up, you know. But in the end, honestly, guys, like um all it did honestly was make me look bad. Rich 415 says, "Still you don't say that about a man's wives and kids and expect him not to do something about it." I mean, I understand. Honestly, I do. You know, like I tell you what, if somebody had said that about my wife and kids, you know what I mean, that put a threat out there like that, I would have done more than what he did, than what he's doing, honestly. Because hell, it's been what, 5 years now? It's been what, 5 years now? Everybody that is know it was going to know about the situation has already known about it. Thomas D127 says, "Is it possible that you felt betrayed by AGP?" I absolutely felt betrayed by Dad. Hold on a second. Trying to find the video where it says here that I'm going to shit on my dad's grave. Because I said that. And I'm trying to find it. I want to hear it. Where's it at, Floppy? Give it to me. Let's see here. Where is the other one? Send me the other one, Floppy. She's listening right now. Send me the other one. Send me the other one, please. So, but like, okay, so honestly, like, getting back to the whole thing about what do you expect another man to honestly do about it? Like, honestly, like, we have done gone through our rows. You know, it has been 5 years. Like how long can you? Apparently, with Isaac, he can go on forever over the same old bullshit that everybody already knows about. That has been passed around. That has been, consumed and digested. Like, matter of fact, Isaac called the police the very night that it happened. The very night that he got these messages that Nikki sent them to him, he called up the police and he had the police come to his house and he showed the police the videos. That's what Isaac wanted to do. Isaac wanted to have me arrested for whatever charges he wanted to try and drop on me. Oh, I think that it's going to be blah, 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 blah. And it didn't work out that way. They just had their social justice. Let me see here. Where's it at? Let's go here. Hold on. Let's go to his channel. Let's go down. Let's find it. Looks like Fatty may have deleted the video where we squash our shit. Let me see here. Looks like it. See, it's like this is how desperate that Isaac is to keep this grudge going on, because it's the only thing in his life that has meant a goddamn thing to him for as long as he has lived. Nothing else has given Isaac the exposure that has helped him climb from underneath that fucking rock in which he has lived all his life, like his war against me has. Or how many times have you heard me apologize? And I'll apologize right now. Once again, the shit was wrong. I apologize. I feel, how should I say it? I don't want to say I feel bad, because it's more than that. I have lived through the torment of my own mistakes for 5+ years now. 5+ years now have I lived through the torments, through the embarrassment, through the pain of that one mistake that I made that night. Made from a drunken, drug-induced, rage-inspired rant. You know what I mean? Like, how long do you hold shit over people's heads? Like I said, that's why I say I feel so bad for Nikki. Like, imagine the hell that he put this woman through, that this woman had to live through. Every little fucking mistake. Oh, you didn't the dryer on 4 weeks ago. You know? There is a such thing as forgiveness and understanding and moving on and being a kind, decent person. Isaac doesn't know what that is. And it's apparent in for how long he has chosen to drag on this grudge. Star Meadow Blue says Isaac and Michael are living in the past and continue to use your past against you because you turned your life around and stayed on the good path, and they can't stand that. Tammy! What's up, buddy? How are you doing tonight? I was about to say, how are you not a moderator? But you are. I just didn't see your wrench. Leon Musso says he's childish, Charlie. It takes a man to own up to something they did wrong. At least you have what it takes to own up. Honestly, bro, and I always will. Like, like I don't know. It's foolish. It would be foolish to try and defend, you know, something so ridiculous. Such a lapse in judgment. You know what I mean? Lena, how about that, Lena? Lena says you have never harmed his wife, whereas 650 tortured her, controlled her, and had her live in complete poverty after getting evicted. But see, they don't want you all to look at that. They don't want you all to see that. They want you all to continue to pay attention, to the sins of my past. That's one thing that really gave me a certain amount of solace, in which to lay my head down with, and lay my head down on and sleep well, is that when I go back and I look at that shit, the purple haired Charlie, the angry Charlie, the amped up Charlie that's gonna, say shit to hurt himself, you know. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's rough, bro. What is that? Okay. Oh, yeah, let's see here. Floppy's Floppy's tagging me and shit. Floppy, tag me in the video of you posted of me saying that I'm on Dad's grave. I want to share that. I want to discuss that. It was, there was a time, when, like I said, Nikki, Floppy, she was in there recording everything. Like anytime that I got worked up or whatever, there she was with the camera to record it after she had done worked out her deal, with Michael and with Isaac. Which, how long did that deal work for you, Floppy? Like a grand total of 6 seconds, and then you were turned on. So I'm surprised you lasting longer this time. Peekaboo said Floppy is her nickname. It's Floppy. But so, like I said, I was in a very weak state at the time. I was in a very, fragile space. I should not have left. Excuse me. I should not have left rehab. Uh, I was only there a month. I had so much more work. I had so much more exploration, to undertake. I had so much more to learn. I needed more time away from the shit, and all I could think about, was, back home, YouTube, what was going on social media, and my priorities were not where they needed to be, which was, on sobriety. I was doing the whole song and dance. Yeah, I know it makes me a bad person, and as soon as I get out, I'm not gonna do any drugs. I'm going to AA. The whole 90 for 90 and 90 and sponsor and self accountability and blah 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 blah. I learned to mimic the the program talk, the words, but it was just not in my heart. Only thing I wanted to do was get back on the streets, and I wanted to get back to my videos, and I wanted to get back to showing you all that I wanted to show you all that that I was a good person, that I am a good person, that this was wrong and that was a lie. You know, when thinking about you all, what you all thought, when honestly it was a time in my life, when I needed to just solely focus on myself. You know what I mean? And I didn't do it. I'm not going to say it was a huge missed opportunity because, you know, I developed, I held on to so many, you know, um, so many things from the rehab in that month, that helped me out to this day, I believe, but um, I, I don't know. I shouldn't have been on YouTube. I shouldn't have been back at Floppy's house. I should have been in a halfway house somewhere, somewhere where I could have been held accountable for my shit. Where I would have been piss tested once a week. Not shacked up with some married woman, smoking pot and drinking and eating ecstasy and talking shit online. You know what I mean? Focusing on what everybody else has to say and how everybody else feels about me. You know what I mean? And and it got me in trouble, man. It really did. It got me in trouble. Here we are today. Here we are today, once again, still talking about an unfortunate, mistake that I made, in which I disrespected not only people that didn't deserve it, but also children, honestly, and that I made myself look like an angry sexual deviant or like a, fucking over the edge hothead. Jay Lee says, "You look slim, Charlie." Thank you so much, man. I'm down to 180, 179, 180. I'm feeling pretty good. How about that? I still got a little bit of junk in the trunk right there. Sorry, I know you didn't want to see that. But yeah, man, I'm feeling good, bro. I'm down to a size 34 pants and large shirts, man. I've been dieting since January. And I have hit my goal of 180 now. And now Erica's mom is challenging me. She's what, 176? Oh my God. I shouldn't have said that. I mean, 146. Balance says, "You just dieting or workouts too?" I've started doing some push-ups, man. Honestly, I'm not exactly exercising too much. I'm gonna have to start because I've done lost 30 pounds, man. The more I lose, the more saggage is gonna start to take over, And I gotta. How do they say that on that movie Knocked Up? We're not saying to lose weight. We're just saying tighten, tighten up. You know. So I am doing push-ups. I was, like I kind of fall off and stuff. I'm still at 40 push-ups. I can drop and give you 40 right now. You know what I mean? I've been in the morning. I'll get down on my knee. I'll get down on my hands and I'll pump out as many as I can do. You know, before I burn myself out, and then at nighttime, I drop down and do as many as I can until I burn myself out. And sometimes I dread it, especially once you get up to 40 and 50, because now you're going to start doing more. Now I got to do 60 and 70 and then 80 push-ups to burn myself out and shit. I'm not going to do any push-ups right now. I'm sorry, Andrew Gerard. I appreciate you telling me to, but I'm not. Yeah, man. I am. I'm doing. I'm stuck to the diet. And I feel like I can do it, man. I feel like a whole different man, dude. Like, yeah, I don't know, man. It's like now I'm starting to feel like I look the way I want to look. You know what I mean? You know how when you go out and you get this shirt or you get these pants or whatever, and you imagine how you're gonna look at it and it's gonna be all fly and shit like that. You're gonna look like the guy on TV or the person in the magazine or some shit, you know what I'm saying? And then, or in your mind's eye. And we are, that's what that is the worst thing of all. Screw a TV image, screw a newspaper image. Our perfection of our image of perfection, our mental image of perfection is the hardest thing to beat, And so you think that you're going to look all a certain way, and then you get home and you put it on, and you're like, this just looks like a decent shirt draped over a fat turd. But I didn't, past couple of days, I've just been like feeling myself on it. Literally, let me tell you what, literally, guys, look at this. I was sitting there talking to somebody at work the other day, we're talking about something, and I was just kind of doing this number here, just kind of talking or whatever, and had my hand on my hips, right? And then I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, wait, what the fuck is this? I'm like, yo, man, these are my fucking hips. Like I literally like fucking put my hand on my hips and felt my fucking hips. It was like incredible, dude. And I love that feeling, dude. It's like amazing, man. It's just like, and that's another thing, man. Like I didn't think that I would ever be able to overcome alcoholism. Here I am. I didn't think that I'd be able to drop down below 200. Dude, I was sitting in between 200, 210 and 215. I was sitting at 213 and probably fluctuating a little bit over, you know. January 1st, Yeah! What is up, brother? Yeah, in the motherfucking house. Hopefully you're doing all right, brother. Says feeling good, looking good, living good, brother. Life's sweet. Hell yeah. Hopefully life's sweet with you, brother. Been a long time, man. And I was excited when I saw that you had commented today that you was going to be in the live stream tonight, man. Hopefully all is well with you. And thank you for everything, man. Like I say, bro, I don't know. It's not there weren't too many people out there that, that gave me that vote of confidence, and believed in me. Quite a way that you did, man, without giving you up and shit, man. I just want to say thanks and it's awesome, man, to see you still here. I know that it can be a little hard sometimes, you know what I mean, to check in with Charlie and see that that I'm still, kind of moved by the drama and still focused in on it a little bit. You know what I mean? It definitely is a hindrance to my growth. You know what I mean? Like there's absolutely no doubt about that. You know what I mean? Um, but I mean, this is just something that I feel strongly about. You know what I mean? Like these guys, Michael has tried to take everything from me. You know what I mean? And here he still continues, to try and do so, to try and spread misinformation, to try and uh uh Carly says hello and she thinks Penny would probably run from Carly, bro. We got this our neighbor has this dog. It's such a fucking awesome dog. Bowser! Holy shit, man. Where the fuck have you been? Damn. Says, there you go. Be proud of everything you have done and where you are at right now. Keep that head up. Obese internet addicts and ethots can't hold a candle to what you have accomplished in the past few years. I don't ever want to see your head down, man. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that, man. Like, my head has been down a little bit the past couple of days, because, like I say, like this it's it's shameful, man. Like the shit that my past is not all pretty, you know what I mean? And I am remorseful. You know what I mean? You can't look back on a past and deny shit and not feel certain, and unless if you're not remorseful. Every time you hit Michael or Isaac or Fatty with some of their shit, and something that they've done in the past, like, no, I didn't, no, I didn't. They're not remorseful. They don't care. They don't believe that they did anything wrong. Obviously. But yeah, man, like our neighbors have this damn German Shepherd. It's such a beautiful German Shepherd, man. Erica's got some pictures of it. I don't think it's on my phone. Such a beautiful German Shepherd, man. Black and tan. Looks to be probably 6 weeks old, 8, 12 weeks, maybe 12 weeks. I went 6, 8, 12. Looks to be about 12 weeks old. Um, Big puppy, dude. Fluffy as fuck. What the hell? And he's rambunctious as shit too, man. He loves bouncing all over Penny, and Penny runs off into the woods. Penny runs off into the woods and has a seizure. I shouldn't laugh about that. But Penny has a lot of seizures too, guys. It's sad, man. Usually about once a week that we see, and she could be having more seizures than that in private. Honestly, you know what I mean. But usually about once a week she'll fall down and she'll have herself a good old seizure, and for about 5 minutes. And it's I've grown accustomed to him now, man. Like it started out like, oh, seizure. And then now it's like, now I just know just to hold her down, and I'll just rub her and I pet her, and we'll get a towel and we put under her mouth and stuff like that. Just Spacey says, is she eating elephant ears or tropical plants outside? I don't know. I don't think so. Like, we don't have any tropical plants around the house, any plants whatsoever really around our house aside from, you know, what's native out there. So yeah, I don't think so, man. I think maybe that's something that she just just deals with. I don't know. Let's see here. Lex Steele says Floppy posted a pic of me on Twitter. Let's see what Floppy's got for me. Dude, check this out, dude. Floppy, dude, they try so hard. Says, glad to know he's confirmed he will fake relationship with women and tell them he loves them for money or a place to stay. I feel bad for Erica. Look. Floppy is fucking mad, dude. Like, holy shit. Bro, the only one that should be mad is your husband, okay? Which I feel bad for that too. Ooh. Hold on a second. I got something for that. Oh God. Dude, this is oh my God, I got it. This is hilarious. Hold on. Oh my God, dude. This is oh my God, hold on. This is hilarious. Where's that at? Oh my God, dude. Dude. Oh my God. I missed another. I'm sorry. Holy shit. Holy fucking damn it, David. David! What the fuck, bro? Says everyone runs off the rails, but you put it back on track. That's living, people. Hey, everyone runs off the rails, bro, but I got that shit back on track, bro. You want to see how damn you want to see how freaking uh uh obsessed Floppy is? Bro, look, she still got pictures of us. Look at this. Oh my god, dude. Ah! That is the cringiest shit that I've seen in a long time. Guys, like, oh my god, did y'all see that? Oh my god, with the tweet that says Quit acting like you wasn't enjoying the shit. Dude, I wasn't. Like I said, I was a homosexual. It got to the point where I was like, fuck. Like I'd be up watching TV and she'd wake up, I'd be like, like, no, honestly. Dave Drama, thank you so much. Says time for a Mike and Isaac diss track. Well, you're not gonna get that from a fake back anymore because he's trying his best to get into Michael's butt crack. Don't you know what I was thinking? I was like, I bet if anything, fake back really wants to get cool with Michael so that he can try to get on a song with Michael. So that way people will actually know that he raps. D'Angelo Pitcher, thank you so much. Says, why does Isaac look identical twin of Isaac looks like an identical twin of Michael? Kinda. They're kind of like brothers from another mother. I could see that. 910 followers. Thank you all. You ain't followed me yet. Get on over there. Let's get to 1,000 over here. Brother Wolf, BR0, THERW0. Lena says hobosexual. I totally was, bro. I was like, I mean, really, dude. I needed to heal. I did not need to be thrust into an extramarital relationship with somebody in who I'm staying with. Like Dylan didn't deserve that shit. How sweet was Dylan, dude? Like, let me stay in his house, bang his woman. No, he didn't know about that. I think he had a really good clue. But regardless, dude, and I feel like a piece of shit even laughing and making a joke about it right now because honestly, man, like, like, I don't know. I crossed major lines with that. And here, oh, yeah, for real. Hey, Scott says Charlie was just in survival mode. Absolutely survival mode. I had nobody. Here, Nikki is. Look, she's still got the pictures of her cheating on her husband. Where's it at, Nikki? Let me see that again. Let me see that again. Look, she's still got a picture of her cheating on her fucking husband. Saying, I enjoyed it, blah, blah, blah. The highlight. The highlight of her fucking life. Cheating on her husband with Charlie Chill. What kind of shit is that? It's pretty fucked up if you ask me. Donald Callahan says, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. Don't come at me with that shit. Don't come at me with no biblical shit. Okay? I feel it enough in a spiritual sense. Because if you have to listen to what another man writes down for you to feel bad about certain actions, then you really ain't that feeling that bad about certain actions. That's another thing where I'm sitting and learn. I've been trying to delve in. I've been listening to a lot of like NPRs or NDRs, near death experiences. No, I'm sorry, I said that all fucked up. NDE, near death experiences on YouTube and stuff like that. I've been searching the spiritual realm. I've been wondering. I've been wanting to hear other accounts. And I've been wanting to from credible sources and whatnot. And thinking about religion and higher powers and written word. And I got to tell you, man, it's like I feel like I connect more with the spiritual side of things as opposed to like an organized religion and written word. Somebody said we deleted that scripture. Ain't no Bible in the wolf pack. Oh god. I'm joking, guys, by the way. I've been listening to a lot of Bad Friends lately. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with Andrew Santino and Bobby Lee. But man, those guys fucking crack me up, man. And I feel like maybe sometimes, like I feel like I don't crack a joke when perhaps maybe I should. You know what I mean? But anyways, so that's just a little bit of insight into the Charlie Chill days. 235 people watching. We didn't have a great showing tonight, but I appreciate everybody that came in, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, once again, it was kind of hard for me to watch and come forward with. I wish that I could have broke down the video a little more. You know what I mean? And yeah, once again, kind of, I don't know. I want to apologize once again to Nikki and the children and to Isaac. You know what I mean? Because I know that what I said, was wrong. That it was done solely, intentionally, to hurt, to cause pain and shit, and that's what it did. But it didn't just cause pain for them; it also caused pain for me. You know what I mean? And in the end, I would say in the end it caused more pain for me ultimately, but I'm not sure that's the case because Isaac is still kind of sitting on that shit like a mother hen. Which I get it, I understand, but I got to tell you what, if somebody were like that with me and mine, um, I wouldn't be inserting myself back into their lives every day. You know what I mean? I would be doing what I could to keep this person, as far away from me and mine as possible. You know, but he can't do that because, like, here I am now poking with the stick. Y'all remember there was a time where I stayed running away and I was trying to be that fry tuck monk fuck. You know what I mean? The peaceful Zen, Charlie, and they were the ones poking. Now it's kind of reversed. I'm stabbing and I'm poking and shit. And so, that's kind of why this whole situation has arose. Because Charlie won't quit fighting, because Charlie won't succumb, because Charlie won't bend the knee. And it ain't never gonna happen. I think Michael's also really upset about me exposing him for with Dougie. Michael did a video about a week ago almost, in which he told you all that Dougie was on fucking life support. I even believed for a moment that Dougie was on life support until I realized, hey, wait, this is Michael talking. Let's figure the facts. And kind of find out Michael was lying about Dougie being on life support. Clint Eastwood says Marilyn Monroe or Pam Anderson. Pam Anderson, bro, hands down, or hands on. Pamela Anderson. My dude, Junior Army wants a wrench. All right, Junior, we'll get you one, bro. I hear what you're saying. Oh, check that out. Well, it might be Junior's account, honestly. Like it was made this month, but Junior makes a lot of accounts. So somebody wants me to play this right here, Isaac Guest Child Exploitation. This is for Dustin at CPS. So, like I say, once again, I admit that what I said and what I did was wrong. That it was that it was done solely to elicit an emotional reaction, a trigger, a response from the people, and it did. To this very day, it still does. And it, like I said, it ended up just only hurting me. But let me show you what Isaac is willing to do with his own children, against their own mothers. I may have said a couple of a couple of things in poor judgment or whatever, to hurt Isaac's feelings. This is what Isaac has his own son saying about his mother, in hopes to disparage her, in the eyes of all of us.
You listening? Okay. I want you to first, actually, no, let's go there. First, explain to me how she would spank you. Pushing me on my back and I'm like do this, and then start banging on my back a whole bunch, and then every time I start to like cry or scream or something, she would like cover my mouth. Why would she cover your mouth? Because she thinks you would hear me screaming. Okay, and how often would this happen? How often? Like there's one time where it's every time I get spanked, and there's this one time where I was you in the office. This is when she was drinking a lot and she snuck it, and I was getting scared, and she thought I had her phone. She came into the office because I was scared. I was sleeping in the office because I was scared, and she came in. She thought I had her phone, and I thought she thought I had it. And
This is 5 minutes long.
She took me up, took me out the room, and you were yelling, put me down. And when you were yelling, she took me, and I was yelling for you. And
So
she took me, threw me on my bed, and my head hit the top bunk. And then I was just laying on the ground. Laying on my bed. And then she walked away. Well, no, she didn't walk away. She started punching me, and then she walked away. Okay. How about?
I'm not so sure how my guys. I got to be honest with you, man. Like, whatever. I'll be honest with you. I'm not so sure how much of this story that boy's lying about. Regardless, it should have never been on the internet. Like, he should have never done this. He should have never had a video of his kid disparaging his own mother, blah, blah, blah. Imagine this kid's going to have, if this kid tells people, hey, everybody, my dad's a YouTuber, BR, yes, this is our channel. And then the next day he goes to school and his friends are like, yo, what's up with that video? Of you saying your mom beats you? But I got to tell you, I'm not so sure it was staged. And I'll tell you why. Like, listen to how he throws on that extra at the end there where he's like, where he says she walks away. He's like, oh, no, 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 no. She came back and hit me. I mean, I don't know. Like, having been coached myself as a younger kid on the butt, and just, judging emotion and character, I feel like the kid's telling the truth, guys. Listen to this.
Okay.
Hold on.
How? And then I was just laying on the ground. Laying on my bed. And then she walked away. Well, no, she didn't walk away. She started punching me, and then she walked away.
You see that, bro? The way he just said that right there. The way that poor kid just said that right there. I believe that it happened. It's sad. And I feel kid like growing up with an alcoholic in my family too, man. Like my dad was one of the biggest alcoholics, and he's told you, dad told you how he didn't kick his problem overnight. It wasn't until I was damn in what third or fourth grade before dad would ever actually give up the alcohol. And I love my dad, but I mean, there's times where that alcohol it takes control, and you fucking you don't either you black out and don't know what you're doing, or you can't legitimately really stop yourself. You just fucking do it, and you're like you ever seen Men in Black? With that little fucking alien inside the body or whatever. It's almost like you're inside this body and you see what's happening, and you've lost control of you know the dials and the triggers, of the steering wheel. You've lost control of the wheel, and you're just in this shell watching what's going on. And then the next morning, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I fucking did that. I mean, listen to the kid's story. I'm not going after bad. I'm not trying to badmouth Nikki.
And she thought I lost it, and she took me out the room, and when you were yelling, put me down. And when you were yelling, she took me, and I was yelling for you, and then she took me.
You know what? I'm not going to sit here and continue that. I feel uncomfortable. That makes me feel uncomfortable, guys. I don't like it. It strikes a little close to home, you know what I mean? But like I say, man, like as long as these people have just still nothing but old shit, to come up on me about, you know what I mean, then I'm cool with that, man. It means that I haven't fucked up. It means I ain't fucked up lately, right? And I know that you guys will call me out on that shit more than anybody. That uh there's no hiding my demons once they're coached out, bro. The world knows it. Donald Callahan says you have a guilty conscience, but you can let that go. You're reformed and everyone knows it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it definitely is a certain amount of guilty conscience and remorse. You know what I mean? That I live with, and that I assume that I will live with for a long time. Until perhaps I go maybe get some professional help. I'm glad that until then I have all of you to be able to open up to, though. Still means a lot. It does, honestly, guys. And I'm like I said, I'm trying to do better. You know what I mean? Uh, like I say, as far as the drama is concerned and shit, I won't ever give that up. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, I don't know. It's just like there's just too much. There have been too many bombs dropped. You know what I mean? It's like Japan and China. They'll never fully be cooperative, right? Faulted Wolf says, imagine Charlie being 60 and then saying, yeah, Charlie did this 40 years ago. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Like I say, man, but you all have seen the change. They're right. And that's all that matters to me. Sometimes we get stuck up in like I say the past and what other people think of it and shit like that. But I don't know. I was about to contradict myself a little bit here. It's a very confusing situation. It's very confusing emotionally, and um, yeah, I mean that's just what it is. It is. It's a very confusing thing emotionally. That is regretful and embarrassing. Um, and yeah, I mean, yeah, something that I have to accept on, like, and be reminded of often. You know, so um yeah, like I say, you face these situations, you face your mistakes and your problems. You fix them and you move on and grow. So that's what I'm trying to do tonight, and hopefully y'all got a little glimpse of that from me. I like Jesse in the house. What is up, brother? How are you doing tonight, man? Check it out. I don't have to work Monday. Holy shit, guys. I woke up this morning. I'm like, wait a second. We're off Monday. Yee! So got ourselves a 3-day weekend. Rain. Talking about rain tomorrow and Sunday. And then Monday should be a little bit better. Erica wanted to go out swimming somewhere Monday. If the weather permits, we will be going out swimming. If not, who knows? We're gonna still gonna stretch it out to the fullest. Excuse me. Indigestion. Give me some more of this Gatorade Zero. Any thoughts on the Gatorade Zero out here, guys? Man, it's got 0 calories. It's got 0 fat. It's got 0 carbs. Um, but it does have 160 milligrams of sodium. So, yeah. Put a lot of that might be a little too much salt. Stanley, what is up, Stanley? Much love to you, brother. Thank you for joining. I'm actually not too far from getting off of here now, man. You hear that in my throat? Fuck. It's been a long week. Been up since 4 o'clock this morning, and yeah, this live stream's been a little draining for me, guys. Like I say, it's when they say there's work to be done, when a therapist tells you that there's work to be done, you know what I mean, then they kind of mean that. Like it can be kind of taxing on you mentally and emotionally, and yeah, like this situation is no different for me, guys. You know, but I thought about it and how to respond to it and shit like that, and I thought about, you know, indignance, and I thought about, um, uh, bouncing back, like, well, no, but you, yada yada, um, and then I thought, you know what? No, let's not do that tonight. Let's go ahead and look within. You know what I mean? Let's do something a little meaningful tonight. You know what I mean? Something that's not just um the fight, for what for being wronged against me, but also, you know, in me wronging myself. You know what I mean? Because like I said, at the end of the day, um I hurt myself more than anybody, when I succumbed to the need to use drugs and uh uncork my anger and rage, you know, on those that I felt deserved it, you know. So Chadster asked a couple times, says, do you think AGP's behavior toward you as a kid has affected you? Well, absolutely, man. Like how could it not, right? Like we are products of our environment, And I was thinking about it earlier. Like I love my dad, always will, you know, and how my dad was a real funny guy, like so super fucking funny, you know what I mean? And how I'm more like an emotional creature, how I'm more uh how I haven't staked my claim with you all through humor and joke and witty observation, like we have developed a relationship together through openness and trust and honesty and understanding, and being real, you know, and I was thinking about it, I'm like, like a lot of times, man, like like certain senses of humor just go over my head, or take jokes too seriously, and I just thought about this today, where I tend to sometimes take jokes too seriously, um, because my dad had that propensity to switch on a dime. You know what I mean? Where a lot of time dad's humor came out, you know, in times of high stress and anger for him, So usually when dad would say or do something pretty fucking funny, you know what I mean, that I would laugh at or something or whatever, it was usually returned instantly, with aggression, where dad would say something to somebody else, Jennifer, or just even say something out loud about something pissed him off or whatever, and I'd laugh and oh, what the fuck you laughing at? Or something, or he'd hit me up with a joke, you know what I mean, that was really mean. You know what I mean? Dad was really good with his mean jokes, you know what I mean? And instead of like laughing it off and ha ha, ha ha, whatever, yeah, I would just take that shit to fucking heart. I honestly would, man. I'd take that shit to heart and I'd go in the bedroom and cry. I'd go in the bedroom and cry or some shit, you know what I mean? Because I don't know, maybe I felt like my dad didn't love me, or I was just, I was talked shit to. You know what I mean? I just felt like I was talked shit to, you know what I mean? And shit. So I would, go cry and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not just my dad. I love my mom too. And happy Mother's Day. Next week's gonna be Mother's Day. Happy early Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. And you fathers out there too. But like my mother too. Like my mom was not all there emotionally or mentally. and yeah, so I mean I really got it from both angles, from both ends, and just kind of met in the middle, and I inherited problems and traits and shit, that I struggle with to this day. You know what I mean? Miss Rachel Lynn says, oldest child syndrome. We were definitely the easiest target. And it wasn't so much necessarily that we were the easiest targets. You know what I mean? It's also that, that there were so many mistakes that were made with us. You know what I mean? Like we were the guinea pigs. We were the ones that our parents we were the test runs. We are all of us firstborns, we are the trial runs. They try this with us and they see us, it fucks us up somehow, and they're like, okay, let's not do that with the next one. You know what I mean? That's how I kind of see it anyway. And I've actually heard my dad actually say that before. I don't have the video. We'll share it next time. I'll find the video or whatever. But dad openly admits to making, countless mistakes, with me, as opposed to Kimberly and Michael and even Jennifer in a lot of instances, because Jennifer was a special case and she needed special attention, and a lot of times she lived with my mama and shit, she wasn't under dad's rule and reign, you know. And like I say, I love my dad. I'm not talking no shit about him. You know what I mean? But man, there was a huge side of that angry grandpa shit that was real. You know what I mean? Like I say, angry grandpa didn't just become angry grandpa in 2010. For the break videos. You know what I mean? Like this was angry grandpa on a daily fucking basis. You know what I mean? And like, I'm sure it's fun, and there's a certain novelty, to clicking on and let's see what Angry Grandpa did today or his new video and shit, but it's a quite different reality to actually live in it, to once you turn off that video, it's still fucking there. And that dad, is I'm a lot like my dad too, and I try not to be. I try my best, man, but like, instantly, things can just pick you off. You know what I mean? And you gotta see you literally gotta just kind of stop and you know and I feel like I've done a really good job at that, especially, over these last 2 years that I've been sober, that I really feel like I've actually had a handle on my emotions, that I've ever actually been able to um, look within myself and just kind of waft away all the fog and smoke and actually see myself for who I really am, and what needs to be done to make myself a better person, you know? And like that's one thing that one of the stories that I read or that I heard about today, these near death experiences, is where this woman, she had talked about how after she had passed and moved on, and how she was enveloped in this, like, this an intense, and this is one thing that they all say too, um that they're just like completely absorbed by this, like, immense feeling of love and understanding, the kind that a level that we will never be able to understand, you know and where was I going with this? It just kind of blew my own mind. Holy shit. um I forget where I was going with that, man. Like, I just whew, I'm just looking within myself, man. I'm trying to be. Oh yeah, yeah, I get what I'm saying. Yeah, and like this woman said she had passed on, and that how she felt fear for using the Lord's name. Like they say, like a lot of them also say that you pretty much see like your whole life passing before your eyes, all your transgressions, all your good deeds, all your bad deeds, and it's all there. And it's not like there's any judgment. It's just there, and it's just being um, played out before your eyes, and your maker. And how this woman, how she felt a certain amount of shame and alarm, of fear, whenever she had saw herself as a child fall down and like utter out the Lord's name in vain, said, "Oh, GD," you know, and said that she felt a certain amount of shame, and that the Lord told her the spirit, this being, had, and what, like, it spoke. It's like, mental to mental thing, and how this supreme being conveyed to her mentally that, there is no religion, like there is no sin, like there is, I'm about to get goosebumps, guys. It's like, said that there is no sin, you know what I mean, that it's about your soul. Dude, I'm getting fucking goosebumps here. Like, said it's about your soul, it's about what's inside of you that counts, and that whenever you pass on and you move on to that, back to that middle realm, or to whatever it is, you pierce the veil, that you will be judged, by the contents of your soul, not by whether you followed certain rules. You know what I mean? And a lot of that really held on to me, and when I looked within myself, oh God. And I looked within myself, and I'm like, do you really have a good soul? Like, how good is your heart? You know what I mean? Like I know that I fight the good fight, and I want to be a good person and shit. But there's a certain amount of negativity and anger that comes in this fight, you know what I mean? That tends to corrupt your soul a little bit, you know what I mean? That tends to kind of taint your heart, you know what I mean? And kind of make you an angry person, you know, when, I want to live the happiest life that I can, like, the secret to life isn't that fucking difficult, man. It's to enjoy every single day that you have, you know what I mean? And that's what I try to do. I on a daily basis, I get up every morning, and I may have, frick or frack, on the attack, trying to remind me of my past, and shit that fucked me up before, um but I'll still try to paint the smile on my face, dude. I still try to say, good morning, Pack, up and at it, smile on your face and shit. You may not feel like that, you know, but you can make yourself. You may not feel it at first, but you know, it's all about creating your own happiness, honestly, and I feel like I have that. I feel like I have a good amount of happiness in my life, and I feel like in watching this video tonight and sharing with you all, how I feel about my past mistakes and my past sins and shit. You know what I mean? That maybe little by little, more and more of that shame, will slowly ebb away, and cleanse my soul, you know, and that, and then I say, I know I'm a good person. I know I am. I try my best to do the right thing on a daily basis, speak out for what's right and wrong, even if it means, cutting my own self off, cutting my own nose off. Um, but I don't know, like, I don't know. It's just a certain, once it's just another one of those instances where I'm once again I'm having a mirror held up to me. You know what I mean? And it's like a magic mirror. It's not even a mirror that of my present. You know what I mean? It's pretty much it's not even a mirror actually, guys. It's like a picture. I kept describing it the past couple of days. I kept describing it to myself as a mirror being held up to me. You know what I mean? When actually it's more like a picture. It's more like they're holding up a picture of me and saying, "Hey, look, this is what you did. This is still you." You know what I mean? And it's up to you. You know what I mean? Whether you will succumb to that pressure and those that feeling of unease and dirt and shame, will you succumb to it and say, "Yeah, I am that," or you'll defy it. You know what I'm saying? You'll take that picture and you'll take the mirror. You look at yourself now, and if you still look like that person in that picture, well, then you have a reason to cry and a reason to feel bad and a reason to give up. You know, but you're to look at this picture of me now. Let's see here. Let's go to Charlie Chill. Let's type in Charlie Chill in the Google. In the Google, let's go to Maps. I mean, honestly, holding up a picture of my past, to me presently. And let's not just judge me on the looks. Judge me all around. And can you say that I'm the same person now that I was 5 years ago? And it doesn't even matter to you. It doesn't even matter if you think so. If I can look at this person and I can see a change and I can see a difference, that's what truly matters. 220 people watching. Thank you all. And yeah, like I said, this will not, once again, I will not let this break me. I will overcome, you know. I feel like this has been a real good live stream. I feel like I've done the right thing. I feel like I conveyed my thoughts enough. Once again, from the bottom of my heart, soul felt apology, to Nikki and the kids and to Isaac and to anybody that has, felt a certain amount of anger and hate towards me because of my my bad mistakes, my bad choices. You know what I mean? And I honestly feel like the world could be a whole lot better place if people were just, okay with admitting that they made a mistake. You see so many people out there that just fight daily, and you see so many altercations and misunderstandings just go further than they should because people just don't want to say that they're sorry. Just don't want to admit that they're wrong. Sometimes it's the hardest fucking thing in the world, to to push that pride down, to say maybe I don't know. everything. Maybe I was wrong about that, or I'm sorry, you know? But if you don't, then shit, it's only going to get worse for you. You'd be surprised how quickly shit can change. How quickly how quickly things can improve if you just say you're sorry and truly mean it. And if the other person is big enough and mature enough and strong enough to accept that and push it down, because it's not just about you pushing down a certain amount of respect and pride. You know what I mean? It's also the other person. Like, if somebody were to come to me and apologize and shit, and I just felt so fucking wronged and shit, over it, it would be up to me whether to push down that certain amount of pride and respect and judge the infraction. Sometimes you just got to forgive and move on and just fucking for yourself, honestly, you know? That's where you see so many people that are on their deathbeds. They call in so and so or who and ha, and they wish to dissolve grudges that they've held all their fucking lives, you know, because they don't want to pass on to the other side, with that dirt on their soul. So, I mean, sooner or later it comes around to all of us. That sense of morality, that fear, and maybe even not fear, but that your heart starts knocking on your brain's door. But anyways, now I'm just starting to ramble on a little bit, huh? I appreciate everybody that joined in tonight, man. You guys, that means a lot to me. David, I appreciate them bomb super chats, man. That shit goes a long way. It will be spent properly. And I got something planned. Got something planned for Erica. Something planned for my lady. I know that you all will like. I just don't know exactly when. I'm low key obsessed with Burger King's new reusable packaging. So now you can just got you a biscuit box. Kind of Burger King, give them your biscuit box. Wait, how the fuck does that work? Reusable packaging. So what? They fucking you bring your box. You say, I want to give me a Whopper, and you ride it to the window and you give them your Tupperware bowl, and they throw a burger in it. I don't know if I like that idea. Dago Dad says those are great for work. Sounds like I get you. Okay, so you don't take them back to Burger King. You keep them at home. I'm telling you guys, my brain is fracked. Holes drilled, water pushed in at an alarming rate, and pow. Okay. What else we got here? Major theme park permanently shuts down attraction. Oh, speaking of theme parks, guys, Carolina Harbor opens up in what, 2 days? What's today? Today is Friday, April 29th, 30 days, half September, April, June, and November. So tomorrow, so Sunday is opening day at Carowinds Water Park. Woo! Me and Eric are going to go to the water park here soon. Going to have ourselves a nice water vlog. And my phone, it's it was waterproof. What do you think now, guys? You can't really see it, but I got a crack in my phone. I dropped my freaking phone and it cracked from there over and then down. Actually, it kind of came out. Whoop. You can't really see it. Not really, but you think that'll mess up the waterproofing of it? Because I don't want to mess up my phone if that's the case. I do have a GoPro, but I don't necessarily like the fisheye lens on it. And I can't turn that off. I've got the GoPro Hero 6 Silver, some shit like that. Erica's stepdad gave it to us for Christmas a couple of years ago, and I vlogged with it for the whole year, but it just doesn't have that certain amount of depth, and it also it didn't have the frame rate was off. You know what I mean? It seemed kind of choppy or whatever. When normally GoPros are supposed to be pretty on top of that kind of thing. You know. So I'll just use this. But we will have ourselves a vlog, at the water park, and that should be fun. So, yeah, still getting out, doing our thing, vlogging, enjoying life and shit, and yeah, that's it. Try to stay positive, and always be good to yourself. Honestly, that's one thing that I heard. It really stuck with me the other day. I heard Bobby Lee was talking to Andrew about on Bad Friends. Um, he had recently started AA and stuff, and he was speaking some shop talk. And one of the things he said was, he was touching on was self preservation, self love, care. You know, you've got to find that love within yourself first. You've got to find that happiness, within yourself first. Before you find it anywhere else in the world. Because no matter where you go in this world, you always take yourself with you. And that it stuck with me, man. I was like, wow, it was a bit prolific. You know what I mean? It's not telling me anything that I didn't really know before, but maybe perhaps just rested dormant in my psyche, in my soul, and it just needed, it needed to be worded rightly and, pass through the lips of Bobby Lee, through a comedian, whom I respect, for me to say, yeah, that holds gravitas. There's something to this. I feel it, you know, and yeah, it's it all starts within, so be good to yourselves. Remember that uh, the number one opinion that you should rely on is yourself, unless you're just a bad person, unless or you're an egotistical fool. So, oh, my lady right there, check her out. Oh, trying to teach Penny how to swim. Penny's like, can't I just float? The flying doggy. I love her. And that's what it's about right there, more than anything, man. It's about loving those that love you. You know, I sit here and say self care and shit like that, but don't get so all caught up in yourself, you know what I mean, that you don't mean that you forget, you know, those supporting roles in your life, you know, and that's my Erica, my Penny, all of you guys. So, anyways, coming up on 10 o'clock, guys. Coming up on 2.5 hours vlogging or live streaming, I guess. And yeah, I think I'm gonna hang it up here and go smoke some ciggies until I freaking get dizzy and pass out. I still got nicotine in my life, but it's not cigarettes. So, mm. Clint Eastwood says, Charlie, boobs in the 80s or the 90s? I ain't gonna say it. I was gonna say, well, I was able to kiss on some boobies in the 80s, but I still am now. You know what, man? I'm gonna have to say 80s boobs, man. You know, like 90s boobs, we're all covered up with like flannel, and honestly, it depends on what era of the 90s, because like early 90s, we were all just really depressed and down on ourselves, and we dressed accordingly. You know, it wasn't until like 97, 98, 99, you know, when people were starting to feel a little sexy. They were starting to highlight their hair, and they were starting to wear tighter clothes, and Britney was, hitting you, baby, one more time and shit. Um, but man, there's just something about the 80s. When you think about 80s boobs, you think about like freaking like really thin freaking t-shirts with freaking bright colors all over them and shit, you know what I mean? You think about like the freaking the 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 really short shorts with the knee-high socks and shit like that, you know what I mean? And yeah, a lot brighter. And for some reason, I think about the 80s, I think about no bra. I mean, that's more like 60s and 70s, I think. When I think of 80s chick, I think about like, like no bra. I think about like the shirt like cut off to like right here. I think about like a Jason Voorhees camp counselor, and you can't beat that. That's about the top, all right? So, anyways, guys, let me bounce off of here, man. I thank you all for watching. Jenny Phillips, I am Jamie, Brianna, Trevino, Peekaboo, Chrissy. Thank you so much for modding for me tonight. Corey, Dago, Kevin Zerfus, Junior. I'm gonna get you a wrench next time. Lazy man, thank you so much. Scott Johnson, Kelly Sikorsky, Peekaboo, JT Sanchez, Adam Ritter, Corey, man, all you guys. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll try to drop another vlog for you guys Sunday, man. Yeah, love you all, and we'll catch you next time, man. Peace.